Hi there, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be a good day to do my final Joann's haul. About a week or so ago, I did a little chat where I talked about Joann's closing and how sad it is for the crafting community to lose a great craft store like Joann's. And for a lot of people, they really only have Joann's or Michael's, since a lot of the smaller scrapbook and paper craft stores have closed down. So losing Joann's does really hurt. I'm going to miss, things like their great selection of the Tim Holtz products, the Distress, paper lines like American Crafts and their stickers. They carried a lot of Jolie's Boutique and the K and Company stickers. They had a lot of great, seasonal decor, particularly Halloween. And yeah, so I did pick up some things. The sales were okay, not super great, but everything was really discounted, and my store is pretty much ready to shut the doors. They were really down to their wire racks. I did notice that they were boxing up a lot of things that I'm assuming they're going to pass on to, another discount house or what have you. But any event, I thought I would share what I found in my final haul, and let's take a look. Now, I picked up some bottles of the little, seasonal pom-poms. These were left from Valentine's Day. These were always by the register. I think they turned out to be like maybe 40 or 50 cents a piece. But these are fun to add to Happy Mail. These are great for shakers, the little lips. So I got 2 of those and another one of the pom-poms. Then with the Easter decor, they had the little pink and blue and purple and yellow pom-poms. I got 2 of those. And then what was left over from probably St. Patrick's Day were the little green and white pom-poms. So these were just, by the register, and this was pretty much what was left, and that's what I grabbed up there. Now, the Valentine items, I found these cute little stretch beaded bracelets in the Be Mine. I got 2 of these, and again, I like to include these in Happy Mail. They're just super cute for the season. And then I got one of the little one that has like the conversation hearts. I thought that was really, really cute too. I'm not going to go through prices from the receipts. I have my receipts, but since I think most people won't be able to find these anymore in their Joann's, if they do, they're going to be heavily discounted. But I mean, I think that this stuff was like 70 or 80% off for the Valentine's Day. I got this set of buttons, which I thought were really cute. These heart buttons in the white and pink. There's also like a lavender in there, and of course red, different sizes, and I thought those were fun for projects. Another one of the beaded jewelry kits. This makes 2 Valentine's Day, and there's the beads that of course you can use for other things. I will probably use these on some dangles, but they also include some charms in there, so I got one of those. And then I did pick up one of the bags of pom-poms. Now, before they really started doing the heavy clearance, I had already gotten one of these on a discount. You get 300 pieces in these, so and again, these were really discounted, so I picked this up. Now, the final Valentine that I picked up were the Valentine paper pack. It's 6x6. You only get 12 sheets. You get 6 designs. And just a quick flip through. These are single-sided, but pretty papers. Of course, I didn't need any Valentine paper, but this was, one of the very few left in the 6x6. The paper section, I have to say, was very, very cleared out. I don't know if they moved a lot of it out to, you know, again, sell to maybe a closeout house, or they just pulled it. But I'm sure that because they were so well stocked the time that I went before, I doubt that they just cleared out. I think they probably pulled a lot. So I picked up this paper pad. Now I just got a few stickers. I really didn't need any stickers, and I think that the stickers at the time was like 40% off. I got this Joann's boutique because I don't have a lot in the way of St. Patrick's Day. And I liked the banner that says Happy St. Patty's Day, and the little mug and the luck. Jolie's Boutique is really one of my favorites. If you've been watching me on Sticker Saturday, you know that every time I have a Jolie's Boutique that I share, I'm always bragging about them. So the quality is really there. I love that they're layered and very detailed, so I got that one. This is one of my very, very favorite Halloween sticker pads. I have probably 4 or 5 of this sticker collection. I've used it in on home decor, on signs. So this is the K & Company. It has the Trick or Treat. I've used these on Halloween albums, the Boo, the Happy Halloween, Spooky, and the Creepy with the spider. And then you get, of course, the little skulls, the frog. This is just an adorable, adorable set. It's one of my very, very favorite Halloween sticker collections. So when I saw it there, I just immediately grabbed it, even though I have extra. I'll always have a backup of this set because I love it so much. Now, I do have a Disney princess, or I should say a princess paper collection that I've had in my stash for a while. I'm waiting for the right opportunity and the right project to create that set with. And to go along with this, I got these Disney princess stickers. So you get all of the Disney princesses. Here is a look at everything that's included in this. So Ariel and Belle and Cinderella and Rapunzel. You get Jasmine, Tiana, Pocahontas, and really, really cute. So I'm going to put this with that princess paper collection so that when I do craft with it, I will be all ready with these stickers. There's 118 pieces in this pack. Now, when I went, there was only one card kit left. I've picked up card kits from Joann's before, and I've talked about how fun they are, Paige Evans and some other ones. So I picked up this sketchbook, and this is 578 pieces. It makes 20 cards, but it'll have a lot of ephemera, as you can see here, all the ephemera that's included. This is American Crafts. And, you know, I love these card kits because of the fact that you get so much extra ephemera that you can use on other projects. I like to use them also on ATCs and memory decks. You get 20 envelopes. You get the card bases and all the ephemera. So these are a great, great deal. This was the last one left, and it was by Sketchbook. Now I picked up one of the Park Lane ephemera, 489 pieces, and Celebrate Today and Every Day. It includes chipboard acetate, vellum cardstock, ephemera. So these are great. I have picked up the Park Lane before. I did not have this one, and you can see how jam-packed this is. So I like to layer these again on cards, particularly cards that are not from a kit where I'm just, doing my own card fronts, something like this. I would probably pull some ephemera out of here. So a lot of times I use these with the recollection paper pads that don't have the matching ephemera. I'll just pull out some ephemera that I think coordinates well with the paper when I'm making cards like birthday cards or hello cards, thinking of you, that kind of thing. And these ephemera have, such a great variety, and I love that it's chipboard and vellum. These are great. So I picked up one of these, the one that I didn't have. Now we'll get into some buttons. This is a repeat purchase for me. It's the big bag of spider buttons. And I'm going to miss these buttons from Joann's because I picked up like the jack-o'-lanterns before, and I think they had monsters or haunted house at one point in the big bag like this. I've also gotten some gears and clocks. So this is obviously the spiders, perfect for Halloween crafting. And these are great to use. Again, just kind of gluing them on your project. If you know me, I'm not a sewer, but I do have this affinity for buttons and using them as ephemera pieces. So I did get another one of these spiders, and I'm going to add this to my Halloween stash. Okay, and speaking of buttons, let's get into the Disney buttons. I picked up the Jack Skellington. And again, I'll clip the button part off on the back and just use this as ephemera. But I thought that was really, really cute. You get 3 of the Jack. This is the Dress It Up. I picked up the Aladdin. You get the Genie, and you get Jasmine and Aladdin, and you get the carpet. Super cute for a Disney theme. And then I picked up the Maleficent, 3 in a pack. Again, this is the Dress It Up. Super, super cute. I actually wanted to get Ursula. I went back to the aisle. I did some shopping around, pulled the Maleficent, went back to the aisle, and the Ursula was gone. I was really, really disappointed. But I did get Maleficent, and I got Cruella, which is great. Now, also in the Dress It Up, I got the 3 little girl power ones, and I have purchased this before because it has Batgirl, which is super hard to find on absolutely anything. I'm still shocked that Batgirl is in this, but I had to pick this up. It was the last one, and yeah, I love these 3. And then finally, I just picked up these cute little snowmen, which I thought will be really cute for, obviously, winter and Christmas projects. And you get 4 little buttons in there. Now, speaking of Halloween, I just saw these on a random end cap. These were like 90% off. The little Halloween 4-piece bracelets that say Boo and Spooky and Wicked with the little spider charm. I think they're so cute. This is the Hildy and Joe brand, and I got both of these because they were literally, I don't know, they came to like $1, I think. They were just really, really cheap. The last 2 that they had, and I picked those up. Now, I saw several crafters hauling these little flower containers, which I think are so cute for bead mixes. You get 4. And again, these were with their spring. They were reduced. They were on an end cap. And they're little containers that you can put, you know, I don't know, sequin mix, bead mix, send it off in Happy Meal. And I picked up 2. Now we'll share the what I found in the bead section. I always need these little eye pins. This is what I add my beads on when I'm making a dangle. So I got 2 packs of these. And I also found this cute little set of little earring hoops that I thought would be fun to add charms to. And you get 8 ear hoops in 2 different sizes. So I thought they were really cute to add little dangle charms to. I have some charms in mind for those. And I got the Enchanted Garden. These are 6 charms, and they're roses. I thought they were really, really pretty to add to dangles, or even when I'm making a little beaded bracelet. Really pretty. I love the colors. And then I picked up this little alpha bead kit. It also has little smiley faces and hearts, but then there's some letter beads in different colors and in silver and like a bronzy gold. And I thought this was really cute. I love the size of this little kit. Perfect for tucking in a bag if you're making things on the go or going on vacation and you just want to do a little crafting. I thought this was really a good size. And again, the beads when I went were, I want to say 70 or 80% off. I think it was like 80% off. So this came out to just a couple of dollars. Now for the glass beads, I had to get these ghosts. I got 3 strands of these. These are glass ghosts. And look at how cute they are. I love them. I love the size and I love the quality. And the little extra beads in between are super cute. So these are going to be adorable for dangles. I got 3 strands of these just because I didn't know when I would get them again and the price was so good. So, and yeah, I'm looking forward to those for Halloween. And then I got 2 of these glass ones, the witch hat, the ghost, the jack-o'-lantern, the cauldron, again, the witch hat and another ghost, and just really substantial, heavy, beautiful pieces. Look at the detail on the jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, everything about these are so nice, and they're going to be really fun to craft with. I got 2 of these. I believe these were their last 2 that they had. And then the candy corn, which I thought were super cute. I got 2 of these as well. And, you know, again, with Joann's, I would have never paid full price for these, even with the coupon, but at that great discount and the fact that I wouldn't be able to get them again, I definitely wanted to pick those up. The final glass bead were these little penguins, which I thought were really cute, very unusual. I definitely don't have anything like this, and I thought they would be super fun on a dangle as well. Look at the little faces on these. Super cute. I got the emoji strand. These are not glass. They're kind of like a solid rubber is the way I would describe it. I'm really not sure what they're made out of, but they do feel very substantial, and they have all the little emoji faces and even that heart, which I think are super cute. I thought this would make a really fun bracelet or even on a key dangle. So I picked that one up. Now, finally, there wasn't a lot left in the Tim section. I did get this ideology paper stack. It's the backdrops. And you get 24 double-sided. There's a look at what they are. Really nice quality. Here they are on the back. And these are fun for doing card layers, doing ATC layers. They're just always very, very interesting, great quality. But again, this section was pretty well cleared out. So this is one of the few things that were left. And I took it just because the discount was so good. And, you know, if I'm going to be buying Tim from now on, since Michael's has a very limited selection, I'll probably have to pay shipping on like Simon or scrapbook.com. So in order to save that, I picked them up and plus the discount. Now I picked up 3 of the stamp and stencil collections. This one I really like because it has the sayings like focus on the good, hold on tight to your dreams. It's all perspective. There's beauty and simplicity and a bunch of sentiments that you can stamp and then fussy cut out, and then the stencil, which is like dots and florals. So I will show you the back there if you want to look up what this one is. And this is, again, the full-size stencil, which are his tagged stencils, and then all of the clear stamps. And I really like this because I'm always looking for sentiments, especially on things like memory decks or ATCs. This is a good size for those. So I picked this one up. And then again, I liked this one that has all the sentiments and the little circles. So you can stamp out the circle, put the sentiment on the inside of the circle, and then probably just use a small hole punch or a small round die to cut it out. Things like focus on the good, many thanks, hello there, you've got this, in my heart, make today count, good luck, a little note, shine bright, love you, make a wish, XOXO, and hope is never lost. And then, of course, you get the stencil. That's the full-size tag stencil with the geometrics and like some scallops there on the bottom. So I picked that one up. And then finally, this one is great for just stamping random backgrounds. You've got like a flourish, part of text here, again, a little diagonal for the corner, and then some script. And then this is really what sold me, was like this crackle background in the stencil, and then a splatter or splotched background for that part of the stencil. So the large stencils, they're full-size tag stencils, but they're divided into two halves, so you can use just part of it or the whole thing all the way through. A great way to make your own backgrounds. And that's the number there. And that's a better look at it. And this one, I don't know if I showed the back. There's the number, and then there is the back. So that is it for my final Joann's haul. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at what I picked up. I kind of feel bad about saying it's my final haul at Joann's, but it really is. Let me know what you found in your Joann's, if you shopped there, and what's happening with your store closing. I'm wishing you a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.